In this video, we are going to see about the types of set. Here I have listed a few sets which we are going to study in this video. Empty set or null set, singleton set, finite set, infinite set, equivalent set, equal set, subset, proper subset, and power set. Empty set or null set. A set consisting of no element is called the empty set or null set or void set. It is denoted by this letter, that is the symbol /O or empty braces. So it is denoted by /O letter or empty set. For example, we can say A is equal to a set of x such that x is an odd number and divisible by 2. Is any odd number divisible by 2? No. So, no element exists in this set. So, we can say A is an empty set or null set. The second one is the set of all integers between 1 and 2. No integer exists between 1 and 2. There is no number between 1 and 2. So, the answer is empty set or null set. Singleton set. A set which has only one element is called a singleton set. For example, we can say A is a set of x in which x is between 3 and 5. X is an element of natural numbers. So what is the natural number that exists between 3 and 5? It's 4. So A is a set of 4. So here only one element is present and hence this is called a singleton set. The next one is the set of all even prime numbers. The answer is 2. 2 is the only even prime number in a set of prime numbers. So here the answer is 2 and hence this is called a singleton set. Finite set. A set with finite number of elements is called a finite set. For example, the set of family members, the set of indoor/outdoor games you play, the set of curricular subjects you learn in school. A is equal to a set of x such that x is a factor of 36. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18, and 36. These are the factors of 36. So 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, and 6 into 6 is 36. So these are the factors of 36 and so we can say A is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 18 and 36. What do you mean by finite? Actually, finite is countable. If you are able to count a number of elements in a set, we can say that a finite set. If you are not able to count a number of elements in a set, then you have to say it as infinite set. So here, what's a finite set? A set with finite number of elements is called a finite set. Note, an empty set has no elements, so null set is a finite set. Equivalent sets. Two finite sets A and B are said to be equivalent if they contain the same number of elements. It is written as A equivalent to B. If A and B are equivalent sets, then n of A is equal to n of B. For example, we consider A is equal to a set of ball, bat, and B is equal to a set of history, geography. See here, only two elements are here in A, and again in B too, only two elements are present. So n of A is equal to 2 and B is equal to, n of B is also equal to 2. So here A is equivalent to B because n of A is equal to 2 and n of B is equal to 2. So here we can say n of A is equal to n of B is equal to 2. The next example is R P is equal to X element of X is in between -3 and 0, X element of integers. So here it's mentioned that X is between, not between, it's from -3 to 0. So what are the integers in from -3 to 0? -3, -2, -1 and 0. In this set Q, it's a set of all prime factors of 210. So P is equal to, what are the prime factors of 210? The prime factors of 210 are 2, 3, 5 and 7. So Q is equal to 2, 3, 5, 7. Here n of Q is equal to 4. Again, if you see P, there the elements are -3, -2, -1 and 0. Here also n of P is equal to 4. So you can say n of P is equal to 4. Again n of Q is also equal to 4. So both are equal, and therefore we can say P and Q are equivalent sets. The elements are not equal, but n of P and n of Q are equal. That is, the cardinal numbers are equal. So the number of elements present in Q and P and Q are equal, and hence the sets are called equivalent sets. Equal sets. Two sets are said to be equal if they contain exactly the same elements. In other words, we can say two sets A and B are said to be equal if every element of A is also an element of B. If every element of B is also an element of A. For example, consider the following sets, that is A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and 4 and B is equal to 4, 2, 3 and 1. Here A and B contains exactly the same elements. Here also 1 to 4 you have. In B also you have 1 to 4. So A and B contain exactly the same elements. So A and B are called equal sets. If A and B are equal sets, we can write A is equal to B. The second point is, if A and B are unequal sets, we write A is not equal to B. Note the symbol here. This is not equal to symbol. A set does not change if one or more elements of the set are repeated. For example, if A is equal to ABC and B is equal to AA, BB, BC, we write B is equal to ABC. Since every element of A is also an element of B and every element of B is also an element of A, the sets A and B are equal. Here is an example. R A is equal to X such that X is element of N. For here X is from 4 to 8. It's given here 4 less than equal to X less than equal to 8. This means X is from 4 to 8 and B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Are these two sets equal sets is the question. Here the solution is, first we need to find A. So A is X such that, in the question it's given A is equal to X such that X is from 4 to 8. So the numbers will be 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And for B it's given 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So if you see both the sets, both the sets have the same elements, exactly same elements, and hence A and B are equal sets. Note, equal sets are equivalent sets, but equivalent sets need not be equal sets. For example, if A is equal to P, Q, R, S, T and B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, here n of A is equal to n of B. So, A and B are equivalent but not equal. We can see these two sets. A is equal to PQRST and B is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both the sets, in both the sets, n of A is equal to here, n of A is equal to 5, and for B of A, n of B is also equal to 5. So n of A and n of B are equal. So we can say this is equivalent sets. But since the elements are exactly not the same and they are different from one another, we can say these are equivalent sets but not equal sets. Subset. Let A and B be two sets. If every element of A is also an element of B, then A is called a subset of B. We write A subset of B. A subset of B is read as A is a subset of B. Thus, A subset of B, if A is an element of A, implies A is an element of B. If A is not a subset of B, we write A is not a subset of B. This is the symbol for not a subset and this is the symbol for a subset. Clearly, if A is a subset of B, then n of A is less than or equal to n of B. That is, the number of elements will be less in A if A is a subset of B, or it will be equal to B. It will not be more than B. Since every element of A is also an element of B, the set of B must have at least as many elements as A. Thus, n of A is less than equal to n of B. Suppose that n of A is greater than n of B, then A has more elements than B, and hence there is at least one element in A that cannot be in B. So, A is not a subset of B. For example, if you see this set, set 1 is a subset of 1, 2 and 3. This is correct. Yes, 1 is a subset of 1, 2 and 3. Here 1 is present and the same is here. So we can say 1 is a subset. In this second example, if you see 2, 4 is not a subset of 1, 2, 3 because 4 is not present in this set. We can say 2, 4, the set is 2, 4 is not a subset of 1, 2 and 3. Is W a subset of N or is it? Here if you see this picture, the bigger one is Z, the next comes W and N is natural numbers, the smaller one. So from this we can understand that the elements of W are the subset of Z and the elements of N are the subset of W. So N is a subset of W and W is a subset of Z. So here it's the question is asked, is W subset of N or Z? We can understand from this picture that W is a subset of Z and not N because it contains less elements than W. Example, write all the subsets of A is equal to set of A comma B. Solution, A is equal to set of A comma B. Subsets of A are null set, A, B and set of A comma B. Note, if A is a subset of B and B is subset of A, then A is equal to B. Again, the next note is empty set is a subset of every set. For every set, empty set is a subset. So we have included empty set here. For every, the third note is every set is a subset of itself. So we have added A comma B. It's a subset of itself. So here we can see the subsets of A are null set, the subset of itself, A and B. So null set A, B and set of A comma B. Proper subset. Let A and B be two sets. If A is a subset of B and A is not equal to B, then A is called a proper subset of B and we write A is a proper set of B. This symbol is proper subset symbol. For example, we can say if A is equal to 1, 2 and 5 and B is equal to a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, then A is a proper subset of B. That is, A is a proper subset of B. For example, insert the appropriate symbol subset of or not a subset of in each blank to make a true statement. Here two questions are given. The first one is 10, 20, set of 10, 20 and 30 is dash 10, set of 10, 20, 30 and 40. Is this a subset or not a subset? 10, 20 and 30 are present in this set. So we can say this is a subset of 10, this set. The second one is set of PQR is dash set of W, X, Y and Z. So this P in this question, PQR is not present in this set. So we can say this is not a subset of this set. PQR is not a subset of set of W, X, Y and Z. Power set. The set of all subsets of a set is called the power set of A. It is denoted by P of A. For example, we can see this. If A is equal to 2, 3, then find the power set of A. The subsets of A are null set 2, 3 and set of 2, 3. So the power set of A will be P of A is equal to set of null set, set of 2, set of 3 and set of 2, 3. So the whole set is called the power set of A. Note, n of A is less than or equal to n of P of A. If n of A is equal to m, then n of P of A is equal to 2 power m. This is a formula and you have to study this. The number of proper subsets of a set A is n of P of A minus 1 is equal to 2 power m minus 1. Here is an example. Find the number of subsets and the number of proper sets of a set X is equal to A, B, C, X, Y, Z. So the solution will be, here it's given that X is equal to A, B, C, X, Y and Z. So then n of X will be 6, the number of elements. This is the cardinal number and it's the number of elements, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So n of X is equal to 6. Now we need to find the number of subsets. Number of subsets is equal to n of P of X, that is equal to 2 power 6. That is 2 power, here m is equal to n of X is equal to m, that is m is equal to 6. Here n of P of X is equal to 2 power m. You have to remember the formula. So 2 power 6 is equal to 64. So the number of subsets is 64 and the number of proper subsets, what's the number of proper subsets? The number of subsets minus 1, that is n of P of X minus 1, that is equal to 2 power 6 minus 1, that is equal to 64 minus 1. So the answer will be 63. Watch the related set language problems and answers in my next video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe my channel for more videos. Thank you.